What's up, everybody? Hope you're all doing well. Got an NFL fact here for you that I think you're all gonna enjoy. Aaron Rodgers and Davante Adams. What? Didn't think you'd hear a couple of Jets being mentioned in one of these videos? At least not for something good, right? Well, despite their recent activities, or lack thereof in some respects, Rodgers and his best buddy Adams actually joined some NFL legends among the NFL record books. And in the same vein of another Jets quarterback, I guarantee in Rodgers' case, not for what you'd expect, but still, it's something good. So let us jettison over to Jacksonville to see what New York was getting done on Sunday. Already unfortunately eliminated from playoff contention, the Jets didn't allow that to get their spirits down, but rather they stood united in the face of adversity and the Delta Force winds coming from the talking heads in the media. In fact, arguably, they're playing harder and better now that they have nothing really to play for playoff-wise anymore. But enough about the negatives, let's get to the positives. And I'm positive that they suck. No, I'm just joking. But you do know what they say after all. You gotta go through hell before you can get to heaven. Anyway, Rodgers, who actually last week was able to record his first 300-yard passing game in the last 3 seasons. Last getting over that 300-yard threshold in week 14 of 2021. Has been on quite the roll recently, scoring 3 touchdowns against the Jacksonville Jaguars this week. One of them being a beauty to up-and-coming star Garrett Wilson, who was able to secure it for the touchdown, and 2 of which going to his old friend Davante Adams, who in addition to his second half 198-yard onslaught after catching 0 passes in the first half, with the first touchdown of the day for him, reached the 100th touchdown reception milestone. This making Adams the 6th wide receiver ever to accomplish that within their first 11 seasons played. The other 5 being NFL Hall of Fame legend Jerry Rice, NFL Hall of Fame legend Randy Moss, NFL Hall of Fame legend Terrell Owens, NFL Hall of Fame legend Marvin Harrison, and NFL legend and one-day Hall of Famer, probably, if everyone has their head straight when voting, Mike Evans. That also being the order of the least amount of games played to reach that mark. And Davante actually matched Mike Evans exactly at number 5, right at 161 games played. Circling back to Aaron Rodgers though, Rodgers, the recently turned 41-year-old quarterback, ran circles of his own around the Jaguars on Sunday, paving his own path, gaining 45 rushing yards on only 6 attempts. With those 45 yards, he led the Jets in rushing for the day, making him the only player of any position, not just quarterbacks, other than Tom Brady, to lead their team in rushing after turning 40 years old. And by going 40 after 40, he joins Doug Flutie as the only 2 players in league history to do just that. Rush for 40 yards after turning 40. Rodgers now also has the most yards per carry, minimum 4 attempts, of any player over 40 years old. But, I mean, lordy, look who just rushed for 40. Some dude that used to pass to Jordy. Nah. Good for Rodgers and the boys. Not the way they wanted the season to go, obviously, but at least they're still putting things together and having some good times amidst the, well, we'll just say, borrowing some essence of Paul Harvey here, the rest of the season. How about you run over to SeatGeek, that is, metaphorically, not actually. I don't think they actually have brick and mortar, but hey, you never know. I'm sure they have a headquarters somewhere. But anyway, SeatGeek, a proud sponsor of SVTV and the world's best ticketing app and website. With their state-of-the-art seating chart, you too can get the most for the least. And to get even more for even less, just use code SVTV for $20 off your first ticket purchase, and don't you miss out on watching something worth seeing anymore. Alright, I love you guys. I appreciate you guys. I'll see you in the next one, and peace out.
Well, it wasn't working in the first half. We couldn't really figure it out. I had to drop over the middle there. So we just had to regroup at halftime, figure out what we need to get to, things that have made us, and got a few opportunities and finally got to capitalize on them. So it was a good way to finish.
What do you think about your quarterback having 40 rushing yards today?
Yeah, that might be a career high. I don't know. That was good. It's good to see my guy mobile again. Obviously, having a hammy earlier in the year, wasn't able to be as young as he'd like to be. But moving around like that, extending plays, it's fun to watch. Fun to see him, have a little bit of energy getting up and swagging it out too. So it was fun.